So Bill, how is this tour going?
Fairly well.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's been some ups and downs.
And did you do something also with Angel Witch recently?
No, I had to step out of Angel Witch really because we're so busy with this.
Yeah.
So I didn't really want to put them in a situation where they were jeopardising dates because of me. So yeah, I mean, it was all very easy to arrange. I stepped out and they have a new second guitar player now called Tom. And I believe it's going really well. I think they just played in Greece a couple of weeks
That's
ago.
cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool place to play, I guess. And what about the new album, the response of the audience? How did you feel recording a new album after so many years?
Well, with regard to the first part of the question, the reactions have been amazing. I didn't expect that level of positivity, really, because we were ready for probably 50-50 kind of reaction. Like some people loving it and other people just slagging it to pieces, and it didn't really work that way. It's been, I don't know, I wouldn't want to give it a percentage, but predominantly very positive, and a surprisingly few slaggings, really. I mean, they're out there if you want to find them. It's quite easy. But,
with the internet.
Yeah. But the other thing you're asking, oh yeah, how did it feel to do it?
Yeah.
It was fun. It was, it's nice to have a challenge again. We couldn't really enter into this lightly because we're well aware of the fact that the band has a history, and you don't want to ruin it. And I think Jeff and myself were confident enough to believe that we could do something valid. And that was part of the fun, really. Working on this album privately, getting it the way we wanted it, and then having it released and being able to surprise a few people, I guess.
And as a great CARCASS fan, I know, said the new album is fresh, is new, and it also carries, things from the past,
Yeah.
while many new bands lack of something like this. What do you think about, doing this genre today? Is it like difficult or not? Everything has already been said, or not?
I know what you're saying there, and it's definitely harder to be innovative right now. In 1989 or 92, it was still kind of very fresh, fertile ground, and yeah, you had the chance to be very creative. You could like cover new territory that nobody else had gone into, and it doesn't feel that way anymore. But I don't think that should be an excuse not to do anything. We have the same pool of influences that we always had. We're not really particularly interested in trying to keep up with the newer bands because I don't listen to those groups at home. So I'm just drawing inspiration from the things that turn me on musically, and it's definitely the same for Jeff. With how he approaches his vocals and lyrics and so on. Yeah, it's not for everybody what we do, but we do it primarily for ourselves and that hardcore group of people that follow what we do. We've been very fortunate with this record. It's already outstripped our expectations. So really, there's not much to complain about, really.
Yeah. What do you think about promoting music nowadays with the internet? There are positive and negative sides.
Yeah, I mean, I try and stay off the internet as much as possible.
Yeah.
I find it really depressing because you've always had dodgy journalists in the past, right?
Yeah.
You'd pick up a magazine in the old days and you'd read a review and you'd disagree with it. That's fine, it's an opinion thing. But now it's like everybody in the world wants to get published.
Yeah.
Everyone's a critic and they just want to put their opinion out there. The second before it's even been thought about, it's online. And I find it kind of exhausting. But there's some positives too. I mean, it's a lot of fun that you can be chatting with friends on a certain subject, and if you're debating something like an event in history, you can go and Google it.
Yeah.
I like that side of things, but I don't really want to get caught up in that world. Like, I know people who spend their lives on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm not even on there. I don't even want to get involved in it because
It's alienation.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't even like doing emails, but that's kind of something I have to participate in to the band. But I try and keep it to the minimum because I just find like a computer takes energy out of me rather than the other way around. So,
Which are your main influences as a guitar player?
God, there's loads.
Yeah, loads. Mainly.
It's hard to say because there's different facets of it. Like, obviously, a lot of what we do in Carcass is quite strict rhythm work. So those influences will be, you'd be looking at things like the Slayer Sound of Heaven album, or the first Wargasm album, or Early Death. But then if you're looking at lead stuff, that's all over the place really, because I like everything from some, say, I don't know, John Sykes to Johnny Winter, Alan Holdsworth stuff in the 70s, blues players like Magic Sam. I listen to a lot of guitar players.
Yeah,
for sure.
And now what's in store, like, for the future of Carcass and Bill Steer?
God. Well, we finished this tour the second week of December, and then as far as this band's concerned, we're pretty much done for the year, I think. We've all got other things we're going to get on with for the remainder of the year. And next year we have that 70,000 Tons of Metal festival on the roads or whatever. What else? We have a US tour, I think, in March or April. We're playing that Kirk Hammett Horror Festival. There's a Mexican festival. Lots of bits and pieces, really. We're just going to fill in as much time as we can. Yeah, I'm guessing it'll be a fairly busy year. Because at one point this year was looking empty. Like, the calendar was really... It was kind of depressing to look at. And then gradually, lots of gaps got filled in, and all of a sudden, we were hardly at home for a few months there. So, yeah, I can't really look too far ahead. It's just really, I don't know, 1 month at a time, really.
And would you like to be involved in other forms of art? Are you interested in cinema, literature, stuff?
Well, in terms of being a viewer, yeah. I mean, of course, I like to watch films. Read books, but I can't imagine myself getting involved in the other side of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
With the music, with the soundtracks.
Well, yeah, I mean, that would be cool, but I can't visualise it happening anytime soon. But yeah, I love to read. It's quite good to just have your brain go somewhere else, because this can be a 24-hour job if you let it. It's not like a normal thing where once you've left the office, you can forget about it for the rest of the day. This is with you all the time. And, it's a real circus, the music world. I'm sure you gathered that. It's something you can't take too seriously, but you kind of do, even though you shouldn't.
Yeah, so thank you so much. One final greeting message to the Italian fans of Carcass.
Thanks for sticking with us. I guess it's a very partisan audience tonight, it's the Amon crowd. But for the people who are showing up to check us out, we're grateful. And also, thanks to the people who are at Gods of Metal, because we've had a great time there twice. I'm hoping we can do some stuff in Italy, whether it's festival type stuff or actually just doing our own club shows. I'd like to do more here.
Did you play many headlining gigs in Italy in the past, in the good old days?
Oh yeah. Not loads, but we definitely did a couple. It's really hazy, that period. It's terrible. My memory's rotten. But I do remember doing some really cool club gigs in Rome and Milan, I think. But then I've also played Italy with other bands, so that's more recent. So those are kind of fresh in my memory, really. So I'd be up for us doing a European tour of our own. But I don't know if that's practical. So,